Hey guys, welcome to Stock Talk. Today's video is going to be pretty interesting. Today, we're going to talk about an extremely famous company you've probably heard of, Tesla Motors, and why despite its extremely profitable year for investors, it might still be a good buy. In this video, we're going to talk Tesla, what they do and what makes them stand out from the crowd, some of their earliest supporters, and where the company stands now. We see that most of you are not subscribed yet. Subscribe, since it helps with the YouTube algorithm. You can always unsub later. Also, favor yourself by hitting the bell to get reminded when you have a new video. Now let's get into it. Despite the fact that many think of Tesla as a newer company, it actually began all the way back in 2003 when Elon Musk, one of the co-founders of PayPal, decided to invest heavily in a small electric vehicle company called Tesla. That's right, many people didn't know this, but Elon Musk actually didn't start Tesla. Hey, remember to hit the like button. He was an early heavy investor, and it is definitely largely because of him that the company's so profitable. However, Musk isn't the only person responsible for Tesla's astronomical rise. Cathie Wood of ARK Investments was an early proponent of the company. We covered Cathie Wood before on this channel when we talked about NIO, another electrical vehicle company. Basically, Cathie is a legend in the stock guru world, known for her bold calls on small companies, often penny stocks, that most people haven't heard of, right before those stocks explode in popularity. In fact, on Wednesday, February 17th, Wood said that she was accumulating Tesla stock, adding more of it to her ARK ETF despite many retail investors by that point assuming the party was over for Tesla after its enormous boom in the early days of the COVID pandemic and recent leveling off. However, despite Cathie Wood's confidence, there are certainly challenges that Tesla may face in the near future. First and foremost is the semiconductor chip shortage. As a result of the organizational issues related to the COVID-19 pandemic, there's been a global glut of semiconductor chips. While this has generally been seen as a good thing for the companies that produce semiconductors and can now have a little more price-setting power in a world where their products have become harder to come by, it's bad news for the EV companies like Tesla that rely on semiconductor technology to operate their cars. Additionally, largely due to Tesla's success, there are a ton of new electric vehicle companies entering the market. Lucid Motors just recently completed a successful reverse merger with the special purpose acquisition company CCIV. Also, NIO, the Chinese Tesla equivalent, has just announced that it intends to expand to European markets. For the time being, NIO has been kept at bay and away from Tesla's market by the fact that the company isn't allowed to operate on US soil. However, it's important to realize that the Biden administration has made climate policy the forefront of its actions more than the Trump administration did, and investors have speculated that while Biden's relationship with China remains strained, he might push harder to find some common ground so Chinese EV companies like NIO can operate stateside. If he does this, of course, that could spell increased competition for Tesla. Finally, the recent freeze in Texas exacerbated the global semiconductor shortage, hurting EV and automated vehicle companies like Tesla in the process. Now that we've covered the bad news, it's time to focus on the good. Cathie Wood remains confident in Tesla, and there are many signs that she might be right. First of all, SpaceX, Musk's other venture which deals with space exploration, announced on March 2nd that they're building a new Starlink factory in Texas, and because investors associate both SpaceX and Tesla so heavily with Elon Musk, what SpaceX does usually also impacts Tesla's stock price. Second, there's the more long-term advantage that despite a lot of talk from other car companies like Lucid Motors, Volvo, Volkswagen, Tesla is one of a very small number of companies currently actually making electric and autonomous vehicles. Baidu in China is working on autonomous driving vehicles. Lucid Motors hopes to make cars soon. Volvo and Chevy both have one line of electric cars mixed in with their fossil fuel cars. But the EV market is rapidly growing, and Tesla is by far the largest car company operating in the United States that you can actually go to get an electric vehicle. So where does that leave Tesla? I think Cathie Wood is right on the money, and I think it's a total buy. Sure, the stock has slipped in recent weeks, but that has more to do with outside forces like the semiconductor chip shortage than anything Tesla's doing wrong. And Tesla and Elon Musk keep innovating. In addition to electric vehicles, Tesla is currently strong in renewable energy, designing better solar panels and creating features like solar panels that heat up to automatically remove snow as to not limit their effectiveness in the winter. So due to the fact that Tesla is dominant in a fast-growing market, entering into a second fast-growing market, and pioneering a path of its own in the still incredibly nascent private space industry, there is no shortage of avenues Tesla can take for future profitability. When Cathie Wood states that she thinks Tesla will reach a valuation of $1 trillion, I think she's right on the money. Tesla stock has recently been hovering in the 600s, but as soon as the pandemic begins to take a backseat with the increased vaccination and people start hitting the roads again, and as soon as the Democrat-controlled Congress begins taking firmer steps towards fulfilling Biden's campaign promise of $2 trillion invested in renewable energy, Tesla will undoubtedly be the main beneficiary, and its stock could rise to $1,000 a share. So, guys, that was a brief overview of where Tesla and its associated endeavors currently stand in the market. Despite a strong showing all throughout last year that had many investors concerned the party might soon be over and competition would wash in and knock Tesla off its pedestal, I think they're just so far ahead of the competition and have so many different avenues to grow in that they're going to be a major player for years to come. But what do you guys think? Is Tesla a bull or a bear? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you like what you saw, remember to smash that like button and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video.